This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is Home Talk USA with Michael King, where we will discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Michael King is a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and the author of Contracting with the King. Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world. As Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at hometalkusa.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's hometalkusa.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Yay! Welcome, America! That's right, I'm the Cajun man from the Bayou Land, the originator, not the duplicator. Please don't accept no substitution, along with my sidekick, Miss Rita Crompton. They call her the Inventor Lady. Hi there, Rita. How you doing?
I am fine today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I came back from an educational tour, but I'm back behind the famous Golden Hammer microphone. And, Rita, a lot of things are going on in the industry right now, and the Invent America segment's doing great. I decided to focus a little bit about inventors, and I'm sure you're getting a lot of good feedback right now, huh?
We are, and I get people that will call me or email me after every single show that gets posted, and so we've been able to now start getting a lot of these inventors plugged into the Inventor Roundtable meetings so they can ask questions, and all of these steps are so important for our inventors because everybody in America is a potential inventor.
That's right. It has to start somewhere. A product, you had to start it somewhere, you know.
That's right. And our first guest is a perfect example of this. Monica Plewe is an inventor, and she's a mother of 5 kids. She's a lifelong homemaker. And you know what her best inventions are? Things that deal with the home and the kitchen.
Wow.
And so when we look about making life better, she's the classic inventor. And wow. Monica, I want you to tell us, everyone, meet Monica. She is from Southern Colorado. And tell us a little bit about what you invented and why it's just such a classic for the kitchen, the bathroom, the garage.
Hi, Rita. Thank you. And thank you, Michael, for having me visit with you today. I appreciate it. I would love to tell you guys about Stow Steps, but if you'll allow me just a minute, I'd like to set the stage. Is that okay?
Oh, perfect. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so imagine you are in your kitchen cleaning, and you have gotten almost finished, and you see something on a tall cabinet, and you think, oh, dang it. Are you going to leave it, or are you going to go into the other room, perhaps a laundry room, a pantry, grab the step stool? Oh, shoot, wait a minute. You can't grab the step stool because it's not there. Someone else has used it, and it's gone. Are you going to leave your kitchen messy, or are you going to continue? Or you can be baking something, and those ingredients that you need are just on that upper shelf where you just can't reach. Now, if you're like me, and you're vertically challenged that way, you are going to need to be able to get something. Well, Stow Step is the solution to all those scenarios and many, many more. It is a step stool that folds flat. It mounts to a cabinet or a wall. It can be closed into the cabinet so you don't even know it's there. You open the cabinet, you simply pull it down, use it, fold it back up, put it away, and it's never missing. And I invented this for my mother, who is 70 years old now, who we continually told her, Mom, please stop jumping down off your cabinet. You're going to hurt your heels or something worse. And she finally said to me one day, okay, then invent me a step stool that won't grow legs and walk away. So that's what I did.
Wow. Well, let me ask you this.
I invented it. Yeah.
Wow. For other inventors that's listening to the show right now, I mean, how did you get started? I mean, walk me through your pattern and your path, because I guess if I'm an inventor, maybe I can just duplicate what you did. So how does an inventor really get started, and how did you get started?
Oh, that is such a great question, and I have been so blessed to have the correct people and mentors put in my way, people like Rita that are out there, the UIA, they're helping people take those next steps. You can watch the videos that they have. You can attend the seminars. I believe I met Rita at what they called one of my local small business association boot camps for entrepreneurs. That's where I met Rita. And so you can reach out to people. I attended the National Hardware Show with my working prototype, and I met so many people there that weren't just perhaps interested licensees or people wanting to help produce the Stow Step, but more importantly, people that had been there, done that in business and inventing, and were now in different stages in their lives that were willing to give back and help someone like me that was just starting.
Yeah, and Monica was with us in our booth last year. So, Michael, I think when you were coming around, you may have met her. But her display was excellent, and for a first-time inventor going to the show, Monica, you did a great job for us, and you looked good, and you really presented it. So that's great, and I did meet you, when we were talking at that presentation for the SBA. And so when we're looking then at those early first steps, so that you want to take another step forward, no pun intended with Stow Step, but, that first thing that you pay for when you're serious, what is that?
Okay, so once I had created the Stow Step, then it occurred to me, as I'm finding now a lot of people that invent things kind of do it backwards, like myself. I always thought I just thought backwards. But I invented it and then thought, oh, dang, this may already be out there. Why didn't I buy this already? So I actually hired someone to do the validity search to make sure that if I was going to expend resources to patent this idea, to get it out to consumers on a full-scale basis, that I wasn't infringing on somebody else who may have already done it. So that was, I think, the most important thing that I invested in was a good professional validity search so that I could then patent it, so that I could then take it to people that could help me get it into production.
Yeah, and I can hear the music getting ready to start, so I know we need to, tie this up. But so, if you had to give a 5-second advice to someone, what would it be?
Don't give up. People are there to help.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, Rita, that was a great move, because I tell you, we don't want to have her have a segment on A&E where she did. I learned that on A&E, a copyright infringement. People suing everybody. We don't want to put on them lawsuits on national television. You know what I mean? But hey, all right, Monica, we want to thank you. Give us that website. How can we learn more about you, my darling?
Stowstep.com, STOWSTEP.com.
Say it one more time.
Stowstep.com, STOWSTEP.com.
Monica, thank you so much. We're going to take a short break. Come back. Don't go nowhere. We're going to have another guest, another topic. Me and Inventor Lady, Miss Rita Crompton, will be back with you. Yay! I don't go nowhere now.
Now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Yay! Welcome back. That's right. I'm the Cajun man from the Bayou Land, along with me and the Inventor Lady herself, Miss Rita Crompton. And welcome back. Wow, we got some great guests up, and I know you have, I think Mr. George Butler will be coming up, and you're going to be introducing him. But any announcements, Rita? What's going on?
Well, we are getting lots of inventors asking us questions after the shows, which is wonderful. It's kind of the intention of all of this is to help them get to the next step. So I wanted to announce today that we will sign a non-disclosure, non-compete for an inventor that wants to tell us about their idea. All they've got to do is get in touch. We can put them in touch with the Inventor Roundtable meeting so they can ask questions, which is wonderful. There are tools and guides on the Inventor Lady website. All they've got to do is go. And if you are a starting inventor and you want to get that first step in, go to SearchQuest and get your search done. And one of the things that we didn't talk about with Monica was that a good search has got to include the U.S. Patent Office, the international search, and a product search. So it's really important to use a resource that gives you all of those. And Monica and George have been to the National Hardware Show with us, and George is going again this year. So with that, I want to introduce George Butler. George, can we actually say you're an ex-rocket scientist? Because it is amazing how good you guys are at inventing stuff. But, after spending 35 years as a rocket scientist for big companies like Rockwell International and McDonnell Douglas, George now invents things for the home, things for our pets. And so, George, we are so glad to have you on board with us today. And tell us a little bit about, I know you've done lots of different inventions and you hold lots of patents, or your names are on these patents, but tell us which one is going to be the one that you want to debut first at the National Hardware Show this year.
Well, I have two really good ideas, and they both really are shoulder to shoulder as far as, I think, very marketable, very helpful, usable, and fun and good to go. And that would be, first thing would be my flag bracket. We call it the Easy Flag, which allows anybody to put a flag up 10 feet without having to use a ladder. Ladders are not safe, all right? So this allows you to install a flag, rotate it up, and then back down again when you're done. Very easy, very safely. That's my first product. The second product is a better way to hook up your dog to his collar or her collar, whichever. Instead of the D-ring and a snap hook, which is what is commonly used right now, we call it the Q-leash, and it's a special leash that now I can just with one hand reach down, hook it onto the pet's collar. And it can be a dog, it can be a cat, it can be a horse. It hooks on, it's very strong, it's very easy to do, and to take it off is even easier. You grab it, you twist it counterclockwise, and it comes right off. And that's the whole idea. It's glove-friendly, okay? For all our friends that live in Minnesota, and it's cold out, you don't want to have to take your gloves off to put this snap hook on. Now, the Q-leash has solved that problem. So there you go. Those are my two ideas that I'm looking forward to showing at the hardware show.
Well, let me ask you this, George. I mean, how do you make sure, because obviously, being an aerospace mechanical engineer, you got all these great ideas because you're an inventor. You come up with things, and that's what the space program does. They come up with things that nobody else has, so that's what you're trying to do. But
right.
How do you make sure there's a need for your product, though? Not just the idea.
Well, with the Q-leash, I didn't want to assume I knew it all and it would be a good idea. So we took this leash to about 7 or 8 different dog parks, and just with a clipboard, I went and I interviewed a number of people, showed them the leash, let them try it out, and I got their opinions. Wrote down their opinions, and I took some rather good information that was very positive. And that's what we got from that. A lot of positive, input from people with pets. The second one, with the flag bracket, I had older people, younger people. I had my 8-year-old granddaughter put a flag up and down, up at 10 feet. That kind of says it all. whether people like it or not, I think they should like it. It's a little more expensive than your regular flag bracket, but it does solve the problem of putting a flag up, without having to use a ladder.
So initially, you did basically some of your own type of market research.
Correct.
And so what would you tell an inventor if they said, all right, George, what this is going to cost me some money. What is the first thing I should spend money on?
Well, first of all, to have the excitement of an idea that you think is really good, it starts with that. Don't think that you're the only person in the world that has come up with that idea, okay? Because you would be amazed at how many times this is a big world, and it's connected with the internet, and now you have the ability to reach out and to do your own survey as to, is it out there already? And that's the first thing you want to do. And once you're convinced that your item is unique and no one else has patented it or marketed it or built it or anything like that, then go forward. But do your homework, do all that first to convince yourself that you're ready to go with this.
Yeah, I have George, it's Mike. I have a thing. You just got to ask two questions: need versus want.
Sure.
Is there a need, and will people want it? If you can answer them questions, I think the rest will fall in line. What do you think?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Need versus want.
You might think it's a good idea, but the rest of the population might think it's so-so. And maybe it's not that marketable.
And George, it's also timing, because how many times you see a product that was introduced 20 years ago, maybe didn't. Maybe the timing is off. The consumer was not going to accept it, and then you see it 15 years later. It's a hit. It just depends.
And it's a hit. It's all how you market it. Yes.
Well, we got to go. We're out of time, my friend. George, give us that website. How can we learn more about you?
My website?
Yes, sir.
Well, I've got a LLC, and I had a website. But, yeah.
That's okay, George. Send them to Inventor Lady, because all George's products are listed on inventorlady.com. There you go.
There you go. Inventorlady.com.
Rita will take care of it. Thank you for your time today, and thanks for your interest. I hope I was helpful in some way or another, okay?
Oh, you are. All right, we got to go. Rita, thank you so much. Rita Crompton, the Inventor Lady, inventorlady.com. You can check out George Butler. I am the Cajun contractor, Michael King. Check out hometalkusa.com. We're going to have another guest, another topic right here on the
Thanks
Genesis
again, Michael. You have a good day.
All right, on the Genesis Communication. On the Genesis Communication Radio Network at GCNlive.com. All right, Rita, tell them goodbye.
All righty, sir. Talk to you later.
All right.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.